After the rocky release of Doom 3, the 2016 reboot of the series presented a great advancement for the Doom franchise. Its arcade-like approach delivered a fast-paced shooter with some intense action, gore, and of course a great story. id Software has taken everything great about the 2016 release and upped the antics, adding a load new mechanics, enemies, and weapons, and also dialing up the volume of the game's gore, action, and story. And the result is an unrivaled shooter that takes players to new epic locations as they fight demonic hordes of enemies across a refreshing story angle. In short, Doom Eternal is a masterpiece with gunplay that is unmatched in the industry, and the action will keep you on the edge of your seat for weeks on end. It is bigger, bolder, and badder than ever, and we could not have asked for a better game. Before we begin though, one small note. This review is based on the full campaign. At the time of the review, the multiplayer Battlemode servers were not live yet. We will share our thoughts on that game mode as soon as we can test it out. Doom Eternal is set 2 years after the events of the past game. The Doom Slayer was previously teleported to an unknown location and now returns to Earth, which is being overrun by demonic forces. Things are not looking too great, as from the moment you load into the game, the world is on fire. Giant lava pools are scattered across the land, massive cities lay in ruin, and the massive flesh-formed structures have taken over the planet. If anything, the sheer scale of Doom Eternal's interstellar conflict has been presented in a way I've never witnessed before. The moment I landed in the game, I was taken back by just how fantastic the end of the world has been created in Doom Eternal. Every little detail has been put into focus, and the attention to detail is phenomenal. The Fortress of Doom acts as the main hub where you can view your collectibles, play a classic id Software soundtrack, test your weapons, and even use items to unlock more upgrades for your suits and arsenal. While I was not smashing in demon skulls, I was exploring all the hidden Easter eggs in the Fortress of Doom and unlocking rare skins to change the look of my Doom Slayer. This contributes to the overall progression of the game, and anyone that has played the previous release would know how great it feels to 100% the world and map. Doom Eternal has made it possible that there's a lot more to see and do in every mission. The larger scale of this demonic war means the game's mechanics have been revamped too, with a greater emphasis being put on exploration and even puzzle solving. Doom Eternal is much more than just a shooter, as each mission takes place across sprawling maps with hidden secrets, hard to reach places, and a handful of puzzles to solve. These new additions require less pulling of the trigger and more timing of your double jump and dash to get through. Swinging across monkey bars, grabbing on walls, and leaping across massive open gaps feels greater than ever, as the sheer scale of every hub and parkour location has been tripled in size, giving you more freedom than before. It also helps that every location oozes personality, from the burning cities of Earth to the inners of Mars. id Software's level design has been polished to the utmost perfection, and it goes a long way to create stages that you want to spend an hour exploring. There are so many hidden things to find and collectibles to add to your collection that I did not want to leave until I had everything. Luckily, the game promotes this, as every mission unlocks a fast travel feature, allowing you to return to a previous portion of the map to clean up challenges and find that Doom Eternal toy hidden behind that breakable wall. Most of these collectibles are also important to the game's combat, which is why you would want to spend an hour finding them. Doom Eternal's upgrade system has been completely revamped, with so much more to chew on. At first, things were a bit slow to start off, where I was limited in my weapon choice and upgrade path. By the end of the game though, I was a rocket launching, ice bombing killing machine that still got my ass handed to me at times. But that being said, every combat encounter was exhilarating. Doom Eternal takes the new fast-paced environmental movements and puts it alongside the intense combat in order to deliver a refreshing new system. Dashing, jumping, and wall climbing are vital to survival in Doom, as the game's demonic enemies will challenge you in every aspect. Mostly every combat hub in the game features multiple routes to dash through, monkey bars to swing across, and hidden parts to discover, all while you're trying to kill the dozens of demons that are trying to burn you alive. This results in an intense battle that will test your wits and reflexes. Weapons are as fun as ever to shoot, and as you progress through the game, they get stronger, with new mods and upgrades being available. For example, the double-barrel shotgun has a chain that can be used to pull you towards enemies. This chain can then be upgraded to burn enemies at the same time, while improving reload speed. The other shotgun has a grenade launcher mod that can be shot towards enemies, and once mastered through various upgrades and the final challenge, these grenades then split into 5 mini ones after firing. Every weapon I found presented a brand new way to approach combat when I pulled it out. The chain gun lets you turn it into a high-powered, fast-firing turret that destroys everything in its path, while the ballista lets you fire shots at enemies and make use of the kickback from the gun as an added dash. All of this means that combat never gets old in Doom Eternal, and every enemy has a counter weapon that works best against it. This goes hand in hand with the new suit arsenal that now has added grenades to it in the form of an ice bomb and frag grenade. Doomslayer also has a Doom Blade, which can now slice enemies in half and plays a major role in the game's finishes. Of course, we then have the chainsaw, which can also act as a weapon provided I grab the gas while running for my life away from a Baron of Hell. Doom Eternal also relies on clever item management in order to get past the hardest combat moments in the game, and it works brilliantly. Chainsawing a guy in 2 will drop ammo for you. Finishing an enemy with the Doom Blade will spawn extra health. Smashing a group of enemies will also spawn health, and burning enemies with a flame turret on your suit and then shooting them will spawn armor. This system means that you constantly need to take into account your health, armor and ammo counts, and if you're getting low on any of them, make use of the spawn tactics to refill it. It is a masterful system that really challenges your skills in the late game, especially when you're faced with the new melee enemy called the Marauder. He cannot be killed easily. Instead, you need to counter him when he attacks with his axe. This results in an intense 1v1 as I juggled low health, ammo and armor. I then had to sprint around the area looking for weak demons to chainsaw in half for ammo and others to burn for armor. It was these moments where Doom Eternal really made me sweat and brought the chaos I craved from the series. The same can be said for crazy combat moments where I was faced with dozens of demons. Every demon is unique, and as the game progresses you learn how to approach them. All demons have either a weak spot or a weakness to a specific weapon. The Arachnotron can have its cannon shot off by either a precision shot from the heavy cannon or a well-placed grenade launcher shot. The Caco demon can be also stunned by shooting a grenade into its mouth, making it easy to perform a takedown. With that being said, enemies are also tough as nails and require quick decision making, fast jumps and dashes, and all sorts of combat to bring down. The rewards are well worth it though. If you're not doing a specific takedown for a mission challenge, you're doing it for ammo, armor, or maybe even a weapon milestone. The overall progression in Doom Eternal feeds into a range of systems, including weapon parts to improve your arsenal and grant them buffs, crystal shards to improve your overall health, ammo and armor, and the suit upgrades that improve a range of things including exploration perks, dash cooldown, and much more. All these upgrades are unlocked as you collect items, kill enemies, and progress in the game. Everything in Doom Eternal works like a well-oiled machine, and it comes into fruition during the game's most intense combat moments. Be it the secret combat challenges, or trying to complete a Slayer room, which acts as a challenging combat arena where everything you've unlocked and owned is put to the test. I did not realize how crazy things were until I realized I spent 20 minutes slaying demons and surviving on the edge of death the whole time. Doom Eternal also has a greater emphasis on endgame called master levels and cheat codes. You can replay missions on higher difficulties with a range of cool cheats enabled like infinite ammo or no health. The game also has crazy range of different difficulty modes to choose from, so those that are up for the challenge can take the dive. Of course, we then have the battle pass in the form of the event system. This reward-based progression system will change every month and offer new cosmetic items to unlock by playing the battle mode and even doing campaign challenges that will refresh every week. You cannot use real money in any way throughout Doom Eternal, you unlock everything just by playing the game. Great job id Software. After hours upon hours of exploring epic locations and fighting deadly demons, Doom Eternal was done and I had a little warm feeling inside. It was one of the best shooters I've played in a very long time. Its emphasis on exploration and unrivaled fast-paced combat has branched out on its own to deliver an experience like no other. I cannot wait to progress through more weekly challenges, go back and collect the missing items, and of course play the battle mode. Doom Eternal has a bright future ahead. But that's all our thoughts on Doom Eternal, the fantastic new entry. What do you guys think? Let us know down below. As always, if you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, farewell.